Looking to buy a table saw? Read this review first. In this article, we will be looking at the best portable, job site, contractor, and cabinet table saws that are worth buying in 2023. Let's review the 10 best table saws of 2023 and explain what purposes each is best for. Number 1. DEWALT Table Saw for Job Site. DEWALT makes another appearance on this list, but this time it aims to appeal to a completely different demographic without sacrificing much. To point, DEWALT DWE7485 is meant more for the consumer-grade dyer's home shop and provides a good value therein. That said, there is no getting around the fact that this model is not nearly as powerful as professional-grade saws with a motor that only generates around 1¼ horsepower but still pushes 15 amps. To make sure that the motor does not struggle too much, this saw from DEWALT still spins its blade at an impressive 5800 RPMs, the fastest reviewed. One thing to watch out for, however, is that this portable table saw does not provide the best ripping capacity with its 24.5 IC rip capacity right of the blade and cutting depth of only 2.5. Still, the DEWALT DWE7485 is extremely lightweight at only 46 pounds, and its compact frame makes it super easy to move around. DEWALT understands that the target demographic for the DWE7485 is not professionals and ensures that its functions are easier to use than some of the other entries. As if that were not enough, this entry also comes priced for the average hobbyist and is not super expensive, at least when compared with other table saws on this list. Pros: easy adjustment thanks to rack and pinion fence. Blade spins at 5800 RPMs. Is lightweight and compact. Cons: not the most powerful. Number 2. DEWALT 10-inch Table Saw. DEWALT likely needs no introduction as it is an extremely experienced power tool manufacturer that specializes in professional-grade products. That said, the DEWALT DWE7491RS still manages to surprise in a couple of aspects across the board. For starters, this model comes with a powerful motor that generates 2 horsepower and pushes 15 amps, which is better than average for job site table saws. On top of that, the DEWALT DWE7491RS also spins its blade at 4,800 RPMs, which makes it great for cutting dense hardwoods. Keeping this solid spec train rolling, this portable table saw also boasts a 32.5-inch rip capacity to the right and 22-inch rip capacity to the left, the latter of which tops the list. This table saw also comes with a decent rolling stand that not only makes moving it from job to job easier but acts as its own stand as well. From a quick glance, it would seem that the DEWALT DWE7491RS job site table saw is easily the best value, even if it is a bit expensive. Unfortunately, these table saws are known for quality control that has become a bit iffy, especially recently, which can make getting a good one a bit of a gamble. Fortunately, the saw comes covered by DEWALT's 3-year limited warranty, which should give you some peace of mind in case you get a rotten apple. Pros: has a solid 2 horsepower, 15A motor. Spins at 4,800 RPMs. 32.5-inch rip capacity. Cons: is more expensive. Number 3. SKIL 15-amp 10-inch portable job site table saw. As the name suggests, SKIL is another part of the SKIL SAW family, and this entry approaches the table similarly to DEWALT's second entry. Instead of catering to the professional contractor, this entry from SKIL aims its sights at the DIY hobbyist. However, this tool does not seem to know what its target audience wants, as its motor is nowhere near as powerful as some of the other benchtop models, though it still pushes 15 amps. You also will not have to worry about cutting dense hardwoods with this saw thanks to its no-load blade speed of 4,600 RPMs. You should also not worry about finding a spot in your workshop for this table saw, as it is more compact than most, lightweight, and comes with its own stand. All of this leads the SKILTS 630700 job site table saw to be a relatively inexpensive option, though that comes with further trade-offs. For example, as a benchtop model, it does not offer the best cutting capabilities with 25.5-inch rip capacity right of the blade. The cutting depth of just 2.5 is quite underwhelming considering that this is a 10-inch table saw. However, the Skill TS630700 benchtop table saw surprises with the ability to make micro adjustments, a feature that may not get as much use in the hands of a hobbyist. Pros: can make micro adjustments, spins the blade at 4,600 RPMs, is lightweight and compact. Cons: not the best cut depth. Number 4, Goplus Table Saw. Though it may not be a household name yet, Goplus is an up-and-coming budget power tool manufacturer that intends to give the consumer-grade market a run for its money. That said, the Goplus Iron Max Bench Top Table Saw seems to falter a bit in some respects while blowing away the competition in others. For example, this is another table saw employing the benchtop design that suffers from a somewhat underpowered motor that can still push 15 amps. Like many other underpowered benchtop table saws, the Goplus Iron Max Bench Top Table Saw handles dense hardwoods well enough with a blade speed of 5,000 RPMs. Again, like other benchtop table saws, this entry does not provide the best cutting capacities with a maximum rip capacity of only 26, though the cutting depth of 3 inches is just a hair short. However, if those are the only downfalls of the Goplus Iron Max Bench Top Table Saw, then its inexpensive price might more than make up for it. It also does not hurt that this table saw is both lightweight and compact, making it easy for a hobbyist to find a spot for it in their workshop, though it comes with its own stand. One thing that is good but a bit confusing is that the Goplus Iron Max is the only model reviewed that can cut bevels to either side of the blade. The biggest weakness of this table saw is the fence. Unlike other Jobsite table saws that use rack and pinion mechanisms, the Goplus Table Saw uses a manual handle to adjust the fence. You will have a hard time aligning the fence for accurate cuts. Pros: has a dual bevel, compatible with dado blades, is lightweight and compact. Cons: lower quality build. Number 5, Metabo HPT Table Saw. Once known as Hitachi, Metabo may not have the same kind of prestige as some of the other companies on this list, but it is ideal for its intended market. Specifically, the Metabo C10RJS Jobsite Table Saw is a high-end consumer grade to a mid-tier table saw that offers a little bit of something for virtually everyone. One thing to note for professionals is that this table saw does not come with the most powerful motor, even if it can still push a solid 15 amps. Thankfully, the Metabo C10RJS Jobsite Table Saw is another mid-tier model that does not struggle with denser hardwoods thanks to a blade speed that spins at a solid 4,500 RPMs. On the other hand, this table saw suffers from iffy quality control, which seems to be a common trend among mid-tier Jobsite table saws. That said, this may not be the worst trade-off when you consider that the Metabo C10RJS Jobsite Table Saw is an inexpensive option, assuming you are willing to work with customer service. One area that is certainly not mid-tier is the cutting capacity, as this table saw enjoys a robust maximum rip capacity of 35 inches to the right and 22 inches to the left, both of which top the list for its class and in general, respectively. To top it all off, the Metabo C10RJS Jobsite Table Saw also comes with a reasonably solid rolling stand. Pros: no load RPM at 4,500. Has a 35 inches maximum rip capacity. Includes a rolling stand that can be folded. Cons: not the best quality control.